Hello everyone, my name is Sherry Talbot and I am the co-owner and operator of Saffron Honey Homestead in Windsor, Maine. I primarily take care of social media activities and the midwifing here at the homestead. My partner is my husband Henry, who is our resident builder. He kind of got sucked into homesteading when he married me, but homesteading for him has meant his own wood shop and a chance to kind of put his creative juices to work designing all the things that improve our animal care. Saffron and Honey Homestead raises a variety of heritage breed animals, most of which are on the Livestock Conservancy priority list of animals. We raise ducks, chickens, rabbits, geese, and of course, our pride and joy, San Clemente Island goats. We currently have 7 goats, all about a year old, give or take a couple months. We have 2 males, Saffron and Carson. Saffron was purchased from Unity College last year as our very first goat. He was sired by Macron Farms Willow. His mother was Goatway Farms Minnie. Carson is definitely from away, as we say in Maine. He came all the way from Nevada from Ames Family Farm. Saffron is a very dark fella. Carson contrasts him beautifully with the paler and kind of more traditional CSI markings. Petal, our first doe, is extra special to us. She came to us from Vermont, and for the first 8 months of her life, she was incredibly tiny and underdeveloped. We had blood tests run, and it showed issues with her liver function, so we kind of resigned ourselves to a sweet forever baby goat. However, follow-up testing showed she kicked that infection, and shortly after had a massive growth spurt. She's as sweet as ever, but she is now rapidly rising in the ranks of our little herd, both in size and stature. She is our most chatty goat and the only mouthy one. I often tell people that SCI goats aren't chewers, but Petal is certainly the exception. The sisters Clover and Willow came from Temple Hill Farm in Virginia, along with their herd sibling, Sunflower. Willow, our herd queen, and Sunflower are completely inseparable. It's hard to get a picture of one without the other. Sunflower is the darker of the two, and excitingly is our doe with a perfect udder. SCI goats are prone to extra teats and split or so what are sometimes called fish teats. While they are much less difficult to milk than people tend to think, and it doesn't seem to interfere with their mothering ability, finding a doe with a traditionally perfect udder is very exciting. She has great body form, so we have hopes for her in the future as one of our best milkers. Clover, unfortunately, is often on the sidelines of the herd. Clover is clever, and she always makes sure her position does not affect her food intake. She's quite small, and she and Petal often battle over who gets to be the cutest and who can get the most attention. Our final doe is Violet, who came to us from Wind Dancer Ranch in California. She's our most skittish doe, and she's the perfect example of the deer-like traits often attributed to San Clemente Island goats. She runs very much like a startled deer, and she has the graceful legs and build associated with a deer, and with SCI goats. She's our biggest, darkest doe. We're hoping to breed her to Saffron this fall for some beautifully dark babies in the spring. We're keeping our fingers crossed for her to produce a doe that is just as pretty as she is. We chose San Clemente Island goats for a number of reasons. Our herd is quite small right now, but they're the perfect size for a small homestead. Similarly, San Clemente Island goats produce perfectly for a small homestead. They're an easy size to handle. They don't require a lot of fussing while giving birth. They're excellent mothers. I knew I wanted to breed goats, but I didn't think my neighbors were going to appreciate a smelly buck around. SCI goat males have almost no scent even during rut, and they're as good at being dads as the females are at mothering. The females produce milk with a high butterfat content, but not so much of it that we wouldn't be able to use it all. The males get to be quite large, and while we haven't butchered one yet, they are reported to be very good eating. They can clean a huge section of property in a short time, and they even produce a decent mid-grade cashmere. Finally, while our goats have been known to escape now and then, they don't seem to go very far. Our road can be a bit busy, and our neighbors love their flower gardens, so we're just as happy to have goats that stick close to home. We have great hopes for our homestead moving forward and hope to use it as a basis for educating new homesteaders about farming, local food, and self-sufficiency. We also hope to get involved with homeschooling families to educate on the importance of genetic diversity and where their food comes from. We believe these are important skills and we hope to keep them alive through our work. Thank you to the San Clemente Island Goat Breeders Association for allowing us to be profiled this month. We have lots of educational and fun videos planned, including we are going to be celebrating Petal's first birthday. I hope you'll enjoy them. There will be some overlap, but we also plan to keep up our own social media this month. So you can find us on Facebook at Saffron and Honey Homestead, as well as on Instagram. We have our own website and blog at saffronandhoneyhomestead.com and can be contacted through saffronandhoneyhomestead@gmail.com. We look forward to talking to many of you over the next month.